Professor, for those of us who are law students, it's clear the ways in which we act in a role of being lawyers to make this problem worse, whether as prosecutors, whether in some cases as lawmakers, and there are very few ways where it seems apparent how we can make it better. Do you see any avenues for action, for law students, for future lawyers to really work to correct this, or beyond that? General capacity we all have as active citizens?
So I am a law professor because I think the law has enormous potential to do good. And that lawyers, especially American lawyers, trained in the way we are, have an enormous potential to do good. But it takes a certain courage, which simultaneously our legal culture tries to drive out of us. The courage to put your head up and say, no way, this is wrong. This is just wrong. Now, I do think there's a way in which law students and lawyers can develop the strength in order to do exactly that. One is to tell stories about people who do it, who are willing to do it. Another is to encourage and to protect people who do it. But I think that this is a general problem. It's a general problem of morality. It's at the Safra Center for Ethics. This is a feature or a bug of the thing we call institutional corruption. People who become complicit in a system that is not driving to the objective of the system, but is driving to something else, usually private financial gain. So there will be a million opportunities for you between now and the time you retire to do the right thing, or to do the easy thing. And if you do the right thing too much, you might retire too early. I get that. I understand that. I mean, you got to pick your fights. But you need to pick fights. You need to decide, who am I going to be? And for the rest of my life, it will be that quizzical smirk of this kid looking at me and saying, yeah, as an academic, but as a citizen, that will force me in everything I do to think, we're paid enough to afford to be able to do what's right. We have to do that. That's the only, and we especially, this is the only profession that has this at its core of an ideal. So yes, you can and you should, and I hope you will.